Aries. General reading for Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you have a lot of Aries placements in your natal chart, you might have Aries North Node. If you don't know about your Aries placement in natal chart, you can find out by going to Cafe Astrology, a website called Cafe Astrology, where you can get a free natal chart report, understand more about your natal chart. There's not always, you might resonate with your moon sign more, you might have, what I'm trying to say is that your sun sign isn't always the most relevant. So anyway, energy check, and let's see what's going on with you. Okay, 5 swords. 7 swords. So Aries, you've left some things alone. There's some things you just surplus to requirement. But whatever it is you've learned, whatever it is you've walked away from, dropped, eliminated here, you've got, you've learned what you needed to learn. So perhaps you've gone through specific karmic cycles that have ended. You may have lost the battle, but you won the war. I mean, it looks as if you're going to be speaking up. It looks as if you're going to be hearing some news that might be coming in for you relatively quickly, in relation to possibly some recent decisions you might have made, Aries, giving them some thought, having been discerning about what you want to do, what you choose from here on in. And of course what you choose with the 7 of Cups is about not choosing, not doing a quick fix, choosing for the short term, making decisions based on, what's going to be sort of a solution for the time being. You're looking at choices that will serve you in the long run. If you're not, you need to be thinking about, the long term with the Chariot here. Number 7 might be significant to you, number 14, 5 even. But you're aware that however you are now moving forwards, things haven't come easy. Everything that you have now, all the tools you have, a lot of it is learning, having learned things. Perhaps you've been communicating your truth more, and it's like you're fully equipped, and you're well aware of things haven't fallen into your lap. You've worked for this. Yeah, because you've got you're a lot more stable. I feel as if you're moving forwards with adequate, with enough. If you've been feeling at Aries that you haven't, maybe for example not being rewarded well enough for what you've been doing, that's changing, or it's already changed. Maybe. And it may be wise, it may be that you need to spend some time, Virgo energy hermit, spend some time alone, because I feel as if you've had a transition, been through a transition which has required you to spend time alone, spend time with yourself, slow down, take things, you know, a day at a time. Yeah, I feel as if you spent a while not feeling as if you've been getting rewarded for what you do. And this could be also as a parent. For some reason I'm feeling that you haven't been appreciated, fully appreciated for the things you do, the things you bring to the table. I feel like it's been a bit of a slog. For some of you, you changed career direction, or you're turning like a hobby into something lucrative, something that's going to bring you, you know, more stability. This could be something you've been working on, you know, getting it off the ground. I feel it's you are getting it off the ground. You're aware of the work you've put in. Yeah, you're just getting it off the ground. This is, you know, you're beginning to take action, take the steps necessary to move forwards with Chariot here. So it's kind of poco a poco, step by step, day by day. Yeah, I feel as if you've had to juggle. Some of you, you've had 2 jobs. You've had more than one thing that's demanding of your time and attention. You know, demanding of your know-how as well. For some reason I kept hearing it's a Billy Joel song, piano player or piano man. I can't remember if it's called piano man or piano player. Occurred to me it was written by an Aries. I wonder if it would be a good idea for you to sort of listen to music that has been written, composed or sung by Aries. You can find out. Elton John was another Aries writer, composer, performer. But the Piano Man, the lyrics, they might be relevant to you if you don't know them. It's a story, it's a narrative. That's why Joel's songs are interesting, because they are all narratives about life, and maybe, you know, you're seeing a kind of future for yourself that's going to bring you more happiness. Perhaps you've already had a sort of a kind of glimpse into, you know, where you're going, where you're moving, where you're going. Some of you might even be moving. You know, where you're going with this is sort of newfound sort of let's say enthusiasm and perhaps a direction as well. Yeah, because you've walked away from stuff that has been possibly even undermining your confidence. You walked away, you know, whatever was going on that was difficult for you, however this resonates, it's like you've kind of moved away from that. It could be just, you know, people, places, things. Yeah, King of Wands. So I'm feeling like, you know, your because your movement forwards isn't isn't fast. It's like you're going to be taking things more slowly, understanding that, you know, those who go the fastest don't necessarily win. You know, the fable of the hare and the tortoise. The tortoise wins the race because there's no hurry, and believes in that, believes in, you know, pacing themselves. And the hermit card is also relating to pacing yourself, not rushing. Now you might be finding, Aries, that there's a lot of maybe communication you have to deal with, that there's a lot you need to be getting on with, but it's like you've learned and you're wise enough to know that you don't have to complete everything in a week or a day, or, you know, you learned that by pacing yourself, and Rome wasn't built in a day. Perhaps this is something that you have become